The way Olivia Rodrigo's driver's license treats emotions will change how you see every other popular breakup song. And no, it's not to do with viral TikTok dogs. Let me explain. Think of a popular breakup song.
Hurry up.
Okay, now choose any spot in that song and tell me what emotion it's expressing. Now compare that part to every other part in the song.
Left to the left. I need to stay. Doesn't matter.
Chances are you're hearing the same emotion just expressed at different volumes. But what if a songwriter took the opposite approach? What if they wrote a song that captured the messy, emotional journey of a breakup before they even decided how they felt? What if they wrote melodies that drove us through the mixed and often contradicting emotions of a breakup? What if instead of abstract metaphors, the writer described a familiar place? This is a look under the hood of how that very approach to breakup songwriting took an American teen from this to this.
It's going down. I'm your captain. It's going down. I'm your captain.
Let's start at the top. Olivia doesn't start the song, she starts a car, forcing us to notice a sound so familiar we rarely acknowledge it. Cheesy sound effect? Not quite. This signals the start of a journey in which something as mundane as starting a car gets noticed again because it reminds Olivia of what she's lost. And we're sitting shotgun on that real-time drive, ready to ride the emotional twists and turns with Olivia. Like emotions slowly seeping in as we begin to drive, the beep of the car fades seamlessly into a pulsing note. This root note sounds to our ears like home. It's a pulsing reassurance that nothing's changed, but the uneasy, shifting chords underneath the note seem to be saying the exact opposite. So why do these contrasting things work so well together? Here's just the chords without the repeating notes. Now listen to Olivia's repeating note placed on top. It sounds like a breakup feels. Everything is fine on the surface, but deep down we're shifting, reeling. Like driving a familiar neighborhood after a terrible breakup, it's exactly the presence of what feels like home that makes obvious the shifting pain underneath. What happens next, everyone feels, but almost no one notices. A bass note slides downward, then again leading us into the chorus. So why put bass notes just there? Because the music is recreating that sinking feeling that precedes an emotional outburst. We're sliding downward, out of control, into the emotionally charged chorus.
And I know we weren't perfect, but
someone has to say it. The chorus lyrics are cliche. How cliche? Copy and paste from other pop tunes cliche.
even fell for that stupid love song. I just can't believe you don't know what I'm feeling.
Never felt this way.
So it's not the originality of the lyrics that drives the emotional power of the chorus. It's how Olivia recreates the rapidly evolving emotions of processing a breakup in real time. Sure, she's piecing together the lyrical cliches of other breakup songs, but she's pulling from songs with wildly different emotions. Here's how she steers us through 4 powerful feelings within 30 seconds. Sadness.
I know we weren't perfect, but I've never felt this way for no one.
The first line of the chorus pushes upward, like grief building into a desperate plea, but then collapses back down, coasting past the home note to arrive at grief again. Indignation.
And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone.
The second line rises identically, but this time sticks at its melodic height. The feeling of indignation has clicked into gear. This time, she lets it transform into anger.
I guess you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me.
The melody falls fast and hard like a fist on the dashboard or on a front door. Musically, the line slams downward into the home note again and again until emptiness.
You said forever, now I drive alone past your street.
Intense, moving emotions bring us back to where Olivia was at the start, though she wouldn't admit it. Hurting, alone, and unable to bring her lost love back. The melody reinforces this. Instead of arriving at the home note we expected, the melody plunges an octave below, a haunting echo of where our ears and hearts hope to be. Olivia's traced the journey home through suburbs and memories, only to find it empty. It's a strikingly rare moment in pop music. It's hard to even imagine loneliness coexisting alongside Adele's threat to lay your ship bare, or Beyonce's taunt that I could have another you in a minute. And it gets even more genius. Olivia uses the lyrics to make this moment personal to each one of us.
Now I drive alone past your street.
Lyrically, rather than describing her own emotions, Olivia describes a scene, and in doing so, lets the listener's own emotions flood in to fill the scene. We can't know from the lyrics what Olivia is feeling, but we know what we've felt, and we know what we would be feeling sitting behind the steering wheel. Like a skilled therapist, Olivia's genius doesn't come from what she says, but from how she makes space for us to listen to ourselves. The bridge to surrender.
Red lights, stop signs, I still see your face in the white cars.
Rather than trying to fix or refine her complex emotions, Olivia surrenders to them. Olivia again uses lyrics to pull us into her journey. We see the world blur by behind her tear-welled eyes.
I still hear your voice in the traffic, we're laughing.
Like tears mixing, past joys and present hurts blend together. A chorus of interweaving voices join, as if the universal experience of breakup has found a shared, messy voice.
'Cause I still fucking love you, babe.
We don't love this song because it's catchy. We love it because it catches us a ride into the murkiness of our own true feelings. We feel angry, we feel sad, we feel regret, we feel relieved. After a breakup, we're not a Beyonce or an Adele song, we're a mess. And Olivia lets us feel it. It's this kind of Gen Z rawness that is exactly what made the song so successful with different generations. For decades, boomers or millennials got pre-processed, focused pop tunes safe for general consumption. Then Olivia comes along and makes us feel the mess that we are or that we've been. For some of us, for the first time. That's not teen breakup. That's pop songwriting breakthrough.
I never felt this way before I met